Good afternoon, Hampton Oaks Hawks families. This is Mr. Hicks coming to you with another vlog today. This one is dealing with goals. I just wanted to talk to you today a little bit about this because we've been back for a few weeks now after a long break, and that long break, obviously, it's tough for kids coming back and getting used to routines and stuff. Even though we had a long break and we got back here to school, we still had some interruptions. Um, we had a couple days right when we got back that were off, and then um, we had another day off yesterday. So we always have, typically in the wintertime, we have a lot of disruptions and stuff like that. So I want to talk to you about the importance of goal setting for students. It's something we talk about here at the beginning of the school year. And I know teachers do a lot of things with goals, and we talk to students about setting long-term and short-term goals. It's really important to reevaluate those in the middle of the year with students as well and your children. So I want to send this out to you today because I am going to send out a link through a robo email where you can click on the link, and I get these report to parents. I'm a member of a National Elementary Association of Principals, um, National Association of Elementary Principals, sorry, and also the Virginia Elementary Association of Principals. And I get a lot of information because with those organizations, I do get several things for parents, or I can pass out to parents or give the parents information, and some of it is I think very helpful. So I did get an article this past month, which I think would be good for the parents and families to look at. And it talks about setting goals. So you will have a link to this, and I just want to go over it real quick, how it pertains to what we're doing here at Hampton Oaks and how it helps kids get more confidence and feel successful. I think it's important to talk about it because um, we always talk about partnering with the school and the school partnering with families to help children be successful. So I think one of those is goal setting. So within this information, you'll find different strategies and things you can do to help children reach their full potential through goal setting. So first, it's being realistic and picking goals that's realistic for students. Um, as I met with teachers at the beginning of the school year, I talked about really focusing on students with academic goals and behavioral goals or social goals. So, for example, academic goals could be something as simple as, um, reading from 10 minutes a day to 15 minutes a day, depending on the grade level. Um, for students in grades that are, um, a little bit more challenging as far as third through fifth grade, um, I don't want students just to look at SOL scores from the previous year and make that their goal, because there's a lot of things in between that have to be achieved for them to better that score. So short-term goals are definitely important, but make it simple as possible as far as a realistic goal. Um, Social goals could be a student could want to have more friends or make more attempts to develop friendships in school. So after a child picks whatever goal that after you talk to your children about a goal and they pick that goal, the next thing would be to figure out how to map it. Just like any goal in life, whether it be in your career or maybe you're a former athlete and you make a goal, you have to map it and figure out how you can reach your goal. And so, for example, in math, if my goal is to be better at fractions, well, how am I going to reach that goal? What are some small things or steps I'm going to take to get better at fractions? And then do it. Once you've mapped a goal um, or how you're going to achieve that goal, then do it. Um, so preparation is always important, but following through and doing it is even more critical. And finally, own it and be honest with yourself. We talk about this in our house meetings. One of our houses is our greenhouse here and its integrity. And I always tell students an important part of integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, and being honest with yourself, and being honest with yourself about your academics. So if you're struggling with something, own that, and be honest with yourself about how can I improve on that. So for example, with a goal, a short-term goal, is if you didn't reach that goal, that's, I tell kids, just because you set a goal doesn't mean you're always going to reach it. But the important thing is when you set that goal and you didn't reach it, you may have made some progress, but you're just not at your goal yet. So what are some things that you could do differently to reach that goal? Look at all the mapping you've done, and go back and see, where did I go wrong? What could I have done differently in order to be able to reach this goal? And finally, celebrate the goal. We do this at Hampton Oaks. We have what we call Golden Hawk stickers, and if a class gets a certain number of stickers, they have a classroom celebration, and that's set by the students. So that's basically a whole class goal. Individual goals is, and you can help with this, families, is if your child sets a goal and they achieve that goal, well, how are they going to celebrate it? How are you going to celebrate that success? And that doesn't have to be a big celebration. I know by working with kids here at Hampton Oaks, just some positive reinforcement is, and something very simple, will get kids very excited about what they're doing, and help reestablish goals. So I will be sending this information to you through a link. Definitely take a look at it, and definitely reinforce goals at home. I definitely have made a big point here at Hampton Oaks for the past few years of discussing goals throughout the year with all students, even with kindergarten students. It's important for them to start understanding what a goal means, and the steps to get there. And also, they're never too young to start talking about that in school, because it's very important as they get older, as we want them to move forward and challenge them academically. One thing I'm very happy about that we did here, just getting back from break, the teachers for the first 2 weeks during their community meetings focus on some things to get the students back in routines. For example, they talked about classroom routines and procedures. They revisited that. They revisited things such as cafe and bus rules, to get the kids ready, because it's important that you revisit those things, because we don't waste time academically by taking time out of our academic day to discuss cafeteria problems or discuss transition problems. We don't want to waste time on those type of things that could be prevented by being proactive. But another big thing we talked about, we came back from break, revisited goals here. Our goal as individuals, our goal as a class, our goal as a school. And which I always tell kids, we always have goals, but no matter what our goals are, is a focus should be always getting better, do better than what we did yesterday. And through our goals, we'll always find out that we make mistakes. Even, as a principal, I'll make mistakes, and I have my own goals to get better. But we learn from our mistakes. We try to get better every day. We have short-term and long-term goals, and I'm very proud of the teachers here for discussing that with the students. So I just want to make sure that everybody in our community understands where we're coming from as far as goals, and hopefully, if you're able to see this and get the link, you're able to take time, a few minutes at home, to discuss with your children as well, because definitely working as a partnership to help them achieve their goals in and out of school is very important to us as a school community. So again, thanks for listening. I'm definitely going to come to you probably in the next few days with something else, but be on the lookout for this goal sheet, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you in your child's success. Have a great day, and take care.